Hello, Deep Soul Divers. This is astrology, the 12th house, and I'm going to be discussing Venus in the 12th house. This placement is something that I've researched for several years. There's an article that I wrote called Venus in the 12th House, Secret Love Affairs and Heartache. That article has gotten a lot of controversy. Some people, really love that article, and other people get upset about it. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the good and the bad of having Venus placed in the 12th house. So as we know, Venus is the planet of love and relationships. And Venus is how we show love and how we express our love nature and our creativity and our artistic talents. But we really want to look at what sign Venus is in, of course. That's important. That'll show, what type of love nature that you have. And for a female, Venus is, the feminine planet, the planet of love. And Mars is known as the masculine planet, the planet of sexual passion, attraction, where Venus is more about the love nature. So when Venus is in the 12th house, which we know the 12th house is very hidden, and it's very mystical, and it's very secretive, and it's very deep. What I find, I'm going to start with the good first. So I can't say that I didn't tell you there's some good about this. The good thing about Venus in the 12th is that it blesses you with artistic abilities, an ability to write poetry, music. Maybe you're a musician, it blesses you with that, with some type of creative talent. So writing, playing an instrument, singing, creating things, just being a very creative person. It's a very good placement, especially when it sits close to the ascendant, when it's close to that first house cusp, and it's in that 12th house. It can give you beauty. A lot of people that have Venus on the ascendant or in the 12th house, close to the rising sign, are known to be attractive and to have a certain air about them, a certain beauty that people are drawn to, and a very feminine nature, a very feminine vibe that they have. So a lot of people, are drawn to their feminine traits and their beauty. They seem kind of fragile and a very creative type of person when Venus is in the 12th house. Venus makes you have a deep love of spirituality, a love of self-examination, and really getting to the root of how you feel. The emotional nature of Venus in the 12th is very deep and very secretive. And the bad thing about having Venus in the 12th, I'm going to talk about the more negative experience of it, is that there's often an inability to express your love nature. So whether that's because of shyness, say you have Venus in Virgo, you might be very shy and very scared of being hurt or vulnerable. And it might take, a certain type of person to pull you out of that, which can happen. But for the most part, you're shy and you really hide your deep emotional love nature from yourself even. Because the 12th house is often things we hide from ourselves, like self-denial, like illusion, delusion, that we don't really see clearly our love nature when Venus is there. When Venus is there, there's a couple things that I see, which I wrote in my article about heartache. At some time in your life, when you have Venus in the 12th house, this is from my research, some people get upset about this, and I still know what I've seen and what I've experienced. There will be sometime in your life, there will be a secret love affair. I'm just being honest. Now, this love affair, this secret love affair, won't always be expressed so best as that you're in love with someone and they don't know it. And in a lot of books, when you read about this placement, they'll say, clandestine love affairs, which is secret love affairs, and loving someone that's not free, loving someone that you can't have. And that's what Venus in the 12th does, because there's some type of barrier that causes the person not to be able to express their true feelings for someone. And maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a friend that's married and you're in love with them, and you can never be with them. So there's heartache because you have to hide and keep inside of you, your true love feelings for this person. That's one way it manifests. Another way that it manifests is that there will be a secret love affair that you may act upon, that no one knows about. And you may act on it, and you may fall in love with someone, and you may, see them and be intimate with them and get very close to them. But what often happens is that you're not able to be with them. So it's, again, because we talk about the 12th house being the house of sacrifice as well, and loss. It's the house of loss and losing things. Oftentimes when Venus is in the 12th, you have to give up someone that you love. You have to sacrifice your true emotions and feelings, and for your own peace of mind, or because it can never be. So there's a lot of people with Venus in the 12th house that tell me stories, that they're in love with someone that's not free, that they can never be with, because of the situation. And it's not that that person doesn't love them as well. It's just the karma and the destiny of this placement. That's the negative side of Venus in the 12th. And a lot of people, read my article and they write me about it. And what I find is that at least at one time in your life, you will have a secret love affair or secret feelings for someone. It doesn't have to actually be an affair, but it's secret feelings, very deep, that you hide, clandestine, hidden behind the scenes, behind the screen, that you don't often tell anyone about. Many people with this placement have this happen continuously throughout their life, where for some reason they're unhappy in their current relationship or partnership or marriage, and they have people come into their life that fulfill that deep spiritual nature. Venus in the 12th needs a spiritual partner. And if they don't have someone that's on their spiritual level, on their wavelength, so to speak, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, they will be restless, and they will seek a spiritual soulmate. And that's what they're looking for, is a soulmate. And they're very romantic people. That's the positive side. They're romantic. They're very affectionate. They're very expressive when they love you. When they know that you feel the same way. That's the kicker. Because if they don't know you feel the same way, they hide. They are not going to tell you how they feel unless they know that you love them first. They're the type of people you have to let them know how you feel about them first before they truly open up to you. Depending on what sign Venus is in, that can make a big difference as well. If it's an Aries, they may be more vocal and more expressive than someone with like Venus and Pisces in the 12th. There's going to be the sign energy matters as well. But for the most part, they are going to hide unless they know that you feel the same way first, and that there's reciprocation. And often with this placement, there is not reciprocation. And that is what causes the deep hurt and heartache and the feelings of loneliness. And they are constantly looking for someone that can fulfill their spiritual desires and needs. And I'm sure I've met a lot of people, Venus in the 12th, that find that. But a lot of times they have many, many heartbreaks and they can put a wall up where they don't trust themselves because of all the hurt and all of the times that they've fallen in love with someone that they can't have. So they block themselves. They won't allow themselves to feel. Or they may run away from someone that they really feel strongly connected to because they don't want to get hurt. Because they know what pain is like. With this placement, this is the true wounded healer as far as relationship karma goes. You know, this is the kind of person that understands your relationship issues and your heartache when you have a breakup or you have a divorce. These people feel your pain and they honestly understand it because they have experienced it themselves many times, usually in their life. So the good thing about Venus in the 12th is that they're looking for a soulmate, and they are a very loving, very passionate, deep, loyal person once you win their heart. So if they fall in love with you and they give you their heart, they will be loyal till the end. They will always have deep feelings for you. So it's a very deep placement. Blesses one with many creative talents. So there's good and bad, with every placement. But if you want to, learn a little bit more, you can read my article, Venus in the 12th House, Secret Love Affairs and Heartache. Thank you.